Hello, YouTube people. What is going on with all of you? Everything is great. Just all of a sudden, something popped in my head this morning, and I started working on it, and it's gonna be extravagant. I can't even fathom how much it's going to draw in. Everything's coming into place with me. I really I enjoy creating and doing creative things, and coming up with new ideas. I'm always open to them, and so when this came along, it just like popped right into my head, like it was coming out of the toaster oven, pow. And there it was, and I just said, I'm gonna go with this. I got a whole lot of things going on, I'm push me, pull me, everything to me, It's great. It's wonderful. But I just wanted to come on and speak that to you all. I'm looking for new ideas, and I'm getting new ideas every day. It's fantastic, and I love it. What I wanted to talk to you about is an apology. Some people feel like they don't need to give an apology to somebody, but if you feel that way, then you probably do need to give an apology to somebody. If you get in your head that you don't need to give an apology to somebody, more than likely you need to give an apology to somebody, and who knows, you might be reaping what you sow right now. And all it takes for you to break that karma or reaping what you sow, all it takes is for you to just go to the person that you feel like you don't owe an apology to and apologize to them. Just speak it out right, What's it going to harm you? Maybe you don't feel like you need to, but if you have in the back of your head you need to give somebody an apology, if I felt that way, I would be like real rapidly going to that person and say, look, I owe you an apology for something that I did. Because it's just going to eat away at you inside, and you're going to stay in your karmic reaping what you sow mode until you do actually give that an apology. Some people, they're so egotistical that they feel like, oh, people need to give me an apology, but I don't need to give anybody an apology. And that's just not the way to think. It's not. It's really easy to apologize. And you feel so much better after you did apologize. It's like a black cloud's over your head, and once you apologize, it just clears out, and you can see the sun. The sun is shining, and everything's great then. But, just put away your beliefs and your bad thinkings and all of your past, and break down and just say, look, I did something against you. I know it was wrong for me to do. I was very wrong for doing it, but I apologize to you. And I guarantee once you've said all of those things, that person is going to respect you a lot more than what they do now. I guarantee that. I could think of about 12 people right now that owe me an apology, but I'm not expecting it. I never look for it. because they have huge egos and they feel like they don't do anything wrong. They never did anything wrong. So, but that person deep down inside, they know they did wrong to me, but they don't want to admit it. They don't. It's a part of growing up. At one point in time, you have to grow up and you have to say, look, I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older by the day, by the hour, by the minute. And unless I give that to that person, I'll just always be in that same old mode. And people will respect you if you just go to somebody and say, look, I did wrong. I honestly did. I tried to say you did it. I tried to give you the blame for it, but deep down inside, it was my fault. And I apologize. I truly apologize. And you feel so much better. You do. It actually makes you feel so much better. So, it's up to you. If you apologize, I would guarantee this 100%, 1,000,000%, you will feel a ton better. And maybe your karma will be vanished. You won't reap what you're sowing now. Living in a karmic atmosphere where everything's going wrong around you and you can't understand why it's going wrong. And that's exactly why it's going wrong. Because you owe somebody a big apology. A huge apology. And unless you give that person an apology, you're going to forever feel that. And you don't even know what it's like on the other side. You'll never know what it's like. So it's the best thing to do. I was watching a episode of Andy Griffith, and this farmer named Rafe Hollister, he needed a tetanus shot, and the lady nurse from the county came around, and she was asking Andy about him, and they went out to try to get him to get a shot, and he wouldn't do it. And then Barney, he's all high and mighty. He took the lady out there to get his shot at. Rafe Hollister went and got his rifle and started shooting at Barney and that. So Barney comes back and tells Andy, and they both went out to the farm and they brought Rafe Hollister back. And Rafe was asking for a cup of coffee, so Andy made him coffee. And they were both sitting there talking, and Andy said, you are going to become a big hero. And he said, why? And Andy said, well, when you die, you're going to be a hero. Everybody's going to love you because you didn't want to take this shot, but after you died, people started taking it because they knew it was something very serious. And so for that reason, you know, they went ahead with it. And finally Ray said, well, I'm taking the shot. And so he went ahead and took the shot. And then Barney said, well, see, sometimes the biggest people are the ones that are the scariest, the scaredest of getting a shot like that. And then the lady looks on the paper and sees that Barney's name is there, and she says, well, you need to take your shot. He said, what? I think it's a mistake, you know. And then Andy made him take his shot, and that was the end of the story. But that's what I'm trying to get at. A lot of times we don't want to do what we need to do. But if you die and you think that everything is great or whatever, you might just be fooling yourself. You basically, you might not want to die and not have ever spoken your truth in apology to somebody else. And that might be just what you need to do. Like I said, it can stop all of your karma. You can just, like that, stop it. Just by giving a simple apology. And you're going to feel better. I know I have personally in my past. I've apologized for things that I've done. Sometimes you got to let your pride down and your ego go and say, look, I'm going to give this person a totally real, now don't be fake with it, a real apology, and tell them everything that happened and don't leave anything out. And when you get all of that off of your chest, you are going to feel 100% better, 1,000,000% better, 1,000,000,000% better. And I guarantee that. With all that is in me, I guarantee you will feel better. And more than likely, I'm just saying karma because it's just one word. Your karma will go away, okay? Reaping what you sow and karma is basically the same thing. It's in two different languages, basically. It's actually in English, but when the Jews spoke on it, that's what they basically were saying. You reap what you sow. And the Indians from India say karma. You get your karma. But it's the same thing. It's not different meanings. It's the same exact meaning. So anyways, if you speak your truth, it's gonna work out for you. But if you just keep letting it go and letting it go and letting it go, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're just gonna live in your karma? Oh, I don't care. I can live in my karma. Why not? I'm like this and like that. I'm doing fine without it. Blah, 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 blah. But this is why you need help from other people all the time. And when they help you, it's not enough to help you. You just always need people to help you. You can do things on your own and not have karma, as opposed to needing people all the time. I always need this person. I need this person and that person and this person and that person. Because you are going through a constant karma. You are constantly going through it. Just lay down your pride and your ego and speak your truth to whoever you owe an apology to. And I guarantee you're going to feel better, and more than likely your karma will dissipate. It will go away, and life will become a lot better. And then you can start manifesting and becoming the person that God always wanted you to be. So anyways, I love you guys. Love yourself. Love God. By all means, love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.